So Ed Markey is one, but it does not look good for Alex Morse. Now with 35,435 votes in, 60.6 to 39.4. So there's still some small chance that we could have a mail-in miracle in Massachusetts. But right now it looks like Morse is going to lose, but that is a solid showing. And when you're around 40 points, that means you scared the living crap out of the incumbent. And the incumbent's either going to adjust or lose the next time. So in a lot of these races, I feel like those seats are just like the incumbents are warming them up for people like Alex Morse. So Jessica Cisneros, Morgan Harper, Alex Morse, I would put them at the very top of the list for future Congress people if they run again. And then we told you about the 4th congressional district early on in the night, and we didn't get a chance to go back to it.
So yeah,
that's Joe Kennedy's old seat. Yes, Ryan?
Yeah, so on that one, it looks like the Kennedy relative, Jake Auchincloss, who was a former Republican, is not going to win, which is if that holds, that's a win for progressives. Hassan Leckie is all the way down in 5th place. So the would-be squad member isn't pulling it out. She was kind of kneecapped by her former staff who kind of attacked her publicly. Jessie Mermel looks like she's on her way to winning it. She was endorsed by Anna Presley. So that's not at all kind of a loss for progressives necessarily.
Yeah, no, it's a mixed bag. And so Hassan Leckie getting kneecapped by fellow progressives, and then coming in 4th or 5th. I wouldn't know anything about that. But Hassan was great, and I think she's got a great future in front of her. But again, Ayanna Presley's endorsement making a difference for a candidate that is not quite as progressive, but beat back a conservative candidate is very good news.
And the district definitely moves left from Joe Kennedy.
Yeah, that's another win. And by the way, it's so sad to see that the Kennedys, known as the most progressive family in American politics, at this late date, because they have institutional wealth and power, have become the more conservative and corporate wing of the Democratic Party. So
didn't have to be that way, but that's the way they went.
Yeah. Now another one that's going to get called, but has a few amount of votes reporting for whatever reason, is the 8th district. That's Stephen Lynch, one of the most conservative Democrats, still with a giant 45-point lead over Robbie Goldstein. Only 12,000 votes reporting, but it'd be surprising if Robbie won. It's just a matter of how good a showing he has to see if he'll run again, because somebody's going to knock out Lynch. Lynch is too conservative for that seat. So just a matter of time. And now the New York Times has officially called it for Richie Neal. So they're very conservative, New York Times, and by that I don't mean politically. I mean by nature. So if they've called it, it's very, very, very likely that it's over. So Alex Morse with a strong showing. The smear, unfortunately, probably did work enough to affect the early mail-in votes. We don't know that was decisive. Remember, Neal had a ton of money, ton of name recognition, ton of help, and a lot of infrastructure. So it was possible that the Intercept's reporting might have swung the election by actually reporting the truth about those allegations. But it looks like Morse is going to fall short. But it's a great showing on his part, and now he has a great amount of name recognition in that district, and so that makes a second run and then an eventual victory much more likely.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. I really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.